Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy Brandon, also known as the Georgia Picker. Welcome back to the Georgia Picker channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are getting close to 6,800. We're almost halfway there, but we're slowly growing to it. But I can't complain because the growth on this channel has been incredible as of the past couple of months. You guys are absolutely insane with the you guys subscribing and the comments and the views and all that stuff is just absolutely amazing, and I do appreciate each and every one of you guys who stops by, no matter if you guys are a subscriber or just a viewer for entertainment. But today's going to be a what sold video. If you guys notice, my energy is up a little bit, and that's mainly because I'm drinking some coffee. So, nothing too special. Just drinking some coffee at 7:34 at night. But yeah, it is a what sold video, and in this type of video, we just show you guys everything that we sell during the week, or at least 99% of the sales that we do. And we showcase all that because of three reasons. One, because I want to show you guys everything that I sell. Second thing is for education and experience and that type of stuff. Maybe you guys can find it out there in the wild. And then the third and final reasoning is because of transparency, because I do want to show you guys everything I sell. Now, I'm not saying everything I pick up is amazing or glorious or incredible, nothing like that. There's gonna be some things that only go for a couple bucks. There's some things that go for huge money. But that is the beautiful thing about the hunt, the treasure hunt of finding those good deals out there. And it's just incredible what you guys can find out there. No matter if it's through like storage units, garage sales, estate sales, it doesn't really matter. There's always something out there to be found. So if you're one of those people who says you can't make money, I guarantee you can make money. There are so many options out there that I would love to have all the capital in the world to go out there and find everything I possibly can to flip online for a profit. But I don't have the luxury of doing that as of right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. But yeah, we try to do it all though. We try to do storage units, we do estate sales, garage sales. I guess we haven't really tried pallets. Maybe that's something that we can do in the future. But we try to find stuff to flip online for a profit. And but yeah, if I can do it, you guys can do it. It was literally me working a full-time job, doing hard labor, and I was watching the Cincinnati Picker of all people. And keep in mind too, at this point in time, whenever I was working on 40-foot trailers, doing full suspension work, welding, torching, all that stuff, in the blistering heat, I believe, sorry about that, my phone going off. But yeah, we were sitting there eating Chinese food, and this is the time where I was watching video game stuff like Fortnite and Call of Duty and that type of stuff. That's what I would watch on my lunch break. Me and my one of my mechanic friends, we were having Chinese food. I was eating chicken on a stick with some fried rice, and Cincinnati Picker popped up, and he sold he bought a baseball bat for like $3 or $1 or something like that, and he sold it for over $100. And I'm like, okay, let's do the math here. I'm making $18 an hour after my medical and everything else comes out, taxes. I'm making $530 a week, which is $106 a day. And this man just made more money than me. I think he sold it for like 140. But this man sold one item, made more money than me in an 8-hour shift, 8.5-hour shift. And I'm just like, dude, that's wild. So that's where I started casually getting into it. And sure enough, it's paid off huge. It was a big gamble because I quit my job in 4 months of doing it part-time, and then I went full-time. So it's a little bit easier said than done. I was just extremely lucky because we found a whole bunch of like Funko Pop collections for very cheap on Marketplace. But like I said, I got extremely lucky. But over the past couple years, matter of fact, tomorrow, which would be March 1st, is actually my 3-year anniversary of reselling. So it's pretty exciting stuff to see how far we have come. But anyways, I'm ranting, I'm sorry, I just want to do this intro, just mix it up a little bit instead of just getting right into the sales, I want to talk to you guys a little bit. But if I can do it, you guys can do it. Hopefully you guys are learning, hopefully you guys are entertained and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's go ahead and break down these statistics. Alright, so here are the numbers. Pretty easy and simple, and I believe majority of this stuff is going to be very easy to ship out. So very simple. We have 20 items going out for $906.66, and that is sales between Monday and Tuesday. So not a bad start of the week. I will say, looking over at my accountability board, we have not listed in a few days, and that's mainly because of personal stuff going on. Went to my VA appointment today and all that other stuff. But March 1st is tomorrow, so we will continue that accountability board to hold me accountable for listing and all that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and see behind me and see what we got. All right, so this is roughly $900 worth of stuff. You guys are gonna see one of these sales in here that's pretty amazing. But this is pretty much majority of the sales. The rest of stuff's gonna be down in the garage. You guys know how we work in here. So a little bit of mixture of stuff, a few ornaments, a couple tools, and yeah, let's go and get started. 1984. This right here is a lighted village church hallmark ornament. This is from the 10x30 storage unit, sold for $5 plus shipping. If you guys remember, during the Tybee Island citywide yard sale, we got those 4 thing of tools for $100. Like I said, there was a little bit of meat left on the bone. The reasoning why I also paid up for it, maybe some people wouldn't have paid the $100, but I was willing to do it because, like I said, I looked up each of the items up, and at the price that I wanted them at, there's a little bit of meat left on the bone. And the fact that after today, all of them have sold and we made some okay money. The only reason why I picked them up is because of the sell-through rate. This is the Makita XPH06 18 volt drill, sold for $50 plus shipping. Okay, so the biggest sale of the day is going to be, yes, this die-cast car right here. So this brand is called Play Art. If you guys can see it right there. Play Art is a crazy good brand of die-cast cars. Now, if you guys find out in the wild, I'm telling you guys, pick it up. Play Art usually does very well. So again, I'm not an expert in Hot Wheels or die-cast cars in general, but after me winning that storage unit in 2021 with all of those die-cast cars, we literally looked up each one individually, auctioned off the ones that weren't really worth anything, and then we kept those little solo ones that are going to be worth some good money to the right buyer. This right here is from the die-cast car storage unit. It is a rare Mazda Cosmo Coupe, 1970s Play Art die-cast car. This die-cast car right here sold right here for $100 for this die-cast car. $100. That is a $100 bill. That is 5 $20 bills. I'm just saying, that's 20 $5 bills right there. $100 plus shipping. All right, so shout out to a viewer named Miriam, and Miriam has bought from me before. She bought some ornaments last time, and she bought some ornaments again. So this is the message that Miriam has left us. Miriam said, "Hi, here I am again ordering 5 more ornaments. I'm still really liking your YouTube videos. Keep up the good work." Miriam, thank you so much for the love and support on the YouTube channel and over here on the eBay store. Now granted, we don't get that many viewer sales, but when we do, it's very wholesome for me because it means that I'm providing a service for you guys to enjoy, but also too, I always got to throw it out there, okay? If you guys are a viewer, now Miriam paid full price for everything, but if you guys are a viewer, message me through eBay or Instagram or something like that. I will cut you a better deal because you watch my videos. You know, there's many ways that there's several ways that you guys keep me motivated into doing this, and the only way I can really repay you guys is to give you guys a discount in certain items. Now, I'll do my best to whatever I can, but if you guys want something, just please message me. Miriam, I feel bad because you paid full price for everything, but I know some of y'all don't care, you know, don't mind paying full price. But Miriam, I do appreciate you no matter what. But next time, just message me. I got you. I'll hook you up. But these 5 ornaments is what ended up selling. So we have Christmas bells. We have Ready for Santa. We have Disney Welcome Sound, Mickey Mouse, Christmas bells, and then we have the Kringles. So these 5 ornaments sold for a total of $20.91 plus shipping, and we will refund the shipping difference to Miriam. So thank you so much, Miriam, for the love and support, and hopefully you enjoy those 5 ornaments. All right, so you guys remember the Tybee Island citywide yard sale, this Canon 128 toner. We pay technically $3 for this right here. Matter of fact, I believe we're already in the green at that particular yard sale. Pretty amazing stuff. So technically we paid $3 for it. This item right here sold for $60 free shipping. All right, from the recent storage unit in Warner Robins, we have 2 of these super controller joysticks. They basically go around the controller, the NES controller. These 2 right here sold in total for $15 plus shipping. All right, so from the 10x30 storage unit, we have this 2 hippo opening its mouth ashtray, made in USA, I think. I'm not too sure. This right here is from the 10x30 unit, sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, so also from the storage units in Warner Robins, so this NES 4-score little controller thing. I guess you could put an extra 4 controllers in there. Yeah, there it is. It does come with the box, the manual, the inserts, all that good stuff. This right here sold for $50 plus shipping. All right, so this was the very last tool that we got from the Tybee Island citywide yard sale. This is a Hercules 20 volt battery charger. sold for $40 plus shipping. All right, so this is where auctions do not do you justice. So if you guys remember the, what was it, 32, 36 of the PVC figures that sold from some OK money. I think it was like 16 bucks, I think, maybe more. But I found some more in a random box down in my storage unit. So I was like, you know, put them up for auction, see what happens. And it did not work out, but it's perfectly fine. We're already in the green on this deal. Only reason why I'm doing it is because I need to move inventory. As a matter of fact, yo, I'm looking kind of swole on camera. Yeah, I've been going to the gym. I've been looking, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in a good mood. Anyways, sorry, getting off topic. But these PVC figures, there is a total of 21. They're majority Snoopy, Woodstock, Charlie Brown, that type of stuff. And then there's a couple of Looney Tunes in there. I would assume somebody's going to resell these. But these right here sold for $2.50 plus shipping. Air Jordans, I believe these, maybe in my death pile, maybe from the pick from Mr. Tim, but we did clean them up. They cleaned up very well, but they were in my death pile at some point. These right here are Nike Air Jordans 907973-021 Youth 5.5. They sold for $25 plus shipping. So somebody also bought another 5 ornaments. So I'm not sure if this is a viewer or not, but this right here is the Old English Village. We have Celestial Bunny. We have another Old English Village 1990 School. This one is, so we're gonna rotate that. This one's called Sweets 1989 ornament, and then this one is Old English Village 1988. So yeah, so these 5 ornaments right here sold for a total of 15 bucks plus shipping. All right, guys, so I just pulled J1 down 807808. This right here is a I guess a piston ring set, or maybe just a ring set. Not too sure what it goes to. This is from all of those lawnmower parts that we got in an online auction. Should have bought them all, but you live and learn. Just this little ring set right here. Keep in mind, we're already in the green, well in the green. This right here alone sold for $40 plus shipping. All right, guys, so right here in D4, we have this thing right here. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Craftsman Vintage 6-piece hand impact tool set, and it's not in the greatest shape. However, we got this for $3 at my local honey hole, or my secret honey hole is what I should say. This right here is number 47634, and it sold for 25 bucks plus shipping. All right, guys, so I pulled J2 as well, and we had this piston assembly also from all of those lawnmower parts. Piston assembly 020. And the reason why I said that little diecast car is the biggest sale of the day because it was plus shipping. This one right here, made in China, Briggs & Stratton piston assembly, sold for $100 free shipping. All right, so something that we got thrown in on a deal. I believe we're already in the green on that deal, but this is where we found a bunch of stuff at my secret honey hole. The reason why I picked this up is because I actually know the brand Pilot. I bought some of these a while back. Pilot stuff does okay, especially some of their shifter knobs. This one right here is a really cool one. Yeah, pretty rad in my opinion. This one right here ended up selling for 15 bucks plus shipping. All right, guys, so right here in D5 we have these license plates. So what's really cool about this is that these are from the 10x30 storage unit. There's 3 of these Chatham County, Georgia 90s license plates. Had them out there for $20 plus shipping. Somebody sent me an offer for 15 plus shipping for all 3, so I decided to accept that. So these 3 license plates sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. All right, so right here in E3, so as you guys know, I always talk about doing your guys' research, and this is where it comes into play. So there was none of these listed, none of these sold, but WorthPoint comes in clutch again. So these right here are Post-it notepads, 3M branded, and it's Kermit and Mrs. Piggy, and there's a set of 3 of them in there. These 3 right here ended up selling for $20 for some Post-it notes from 1990. Pretty wild. $20 plus shipping on this item. All right, here in E4, we're not making a whole lot of money on this item, but this is a Black Hawk quick disconnect system kit. Got this for $7 at Black Friday deals, sold for 15 bucks plus shipping. All right, so a really cool item that sold is going to be a Florida Gator license plate. And is it this one? No, it's not that one. Oh, here it is right here. Got it. There we go. All right. So yeah, so this is a Florida Gators license plate, new old stock. You can usually tell there's usually a date on here, but it's probably from the 90s. This right here we got for $5 at a at my local honey hole. This one right here sold for $25 plus shipping. Yo, what is good, everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a eventful week like me. It is Thursday, March 2nd, and it is 5:50 in the afternoon. I already ate dinner, so I'm feeling a little tired. I don't know, for some reason whenever I eat I get tired. I don't know if that means I'm just getting old. I don't know, man. I don't know. But not a lot of sales between yesterday and today. We did do some listings yesterday, not a whole lot, but we have actually a really crazy sale from yesterday. We listed it, it sold within 3 hours, and it's basically pretty much half of what I sold, like monetary wise. Like for instance, we have 15 items going out for $553, and one item of that is pretty much half of my sales. So it's pretty incredible on what we have sold. I will say it's not pure profit because it is from the Warner Robins storage unit. However, the stuff that we found whenever that video aired, I'm not sure if it aired or not, I'm pretty sure it has, maybe, but I didn't think we were going to do as great as we are going to do now. I will give you guys a quick update on those numbers on Sunday night, which will be up here in just a few minutes. That way you guys can kind of see how much we spent, how much we sold, you know, that type of stuff. But like I said, we have 15 items going out for $553.04. Yesterday we did do 19 items for $867. We listed all of those Nintendo Power magazines. There were some posters, you know, that type of stuff. And then we even did a lot of like Nintendo nostalgia stuff, like fan club membership, like a 90-day warranty. Then there's like exclusive like Nintendo Club letters, and we just basically lotted all that up, and it's currently being done on an auction. So we'll figure out what that sells for next week. So pretty exciting stuff. And this is everything that is sold that we have in the room. The rest of stuff's gonna be down in the garage. But yeah, not a whole lot of stuff, but look at this Nintendo Power magazine sold, as well as this poster from that storage unit in Warner Robins. Before I actually go into that, I will say this: we have roughly $650 invested into that unit between cleaning out, fees, and all that good stuff. We've already sold $369 as of right now. I'll give you guys the full statistics on Sunday, but we're basically over halfway there to getting all of our money back, and we have a lot to sell from that unit. So but anyways, this is everything going out. Only 15 items, but every single one of those items are very easy to ship, not very hard at all. But let's go ahead and get started. So this right here is a mother acrylic ornament from 1986 from the 10x30 storage unit, sold for $3 plus shipping. Also from that 10x30 storage unit, this is a Parker pen, a vintage one. It's called a Jotter, Jotter, sold for $10 plus shipping. We sold this Maxter hard drive also from the 10x30 storage unit. This is from you know, one of those 10x30 units where we found all the collectible stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard me talk about it a million times by now, but it's the truth, man. We're selling tons of stuff from that storage unit, man, every single week, every single day, and it's just incredible how much we're still selling, even though it's basically 5 months later. Pretty wild. But this Maxter hard drive sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, guys, so this Nintendo Power magazine, you guys, whew, let me tell you, this is the sale I was telling you guys about. So this Nintendo Power magazine from 1988, August of 1988. Super Mario 2, everything is in here. The poster, the inserts, everything's in there. The Nintendo Power magazine is from the storage unit in Warner Robins. Now, whenever I saw all of the video games, you know, the gaming stuff, all the old school nostalgia NES stuff, right? Keep in mind, I kept like 75% of those games. So we actually, out of all those games, we ended up selling 5 of them because I've had 5 of those in my collection. And I was like, you know what? I think we'll still be able to make money. Not as much because I kept all the games for the most part. And I was like, we'll make maybe a couple hundred. I stand corrected, you guys. I don't collect Nintendo Power stuff. I probably should in the future, but as of right now, I'm just not a collector of like books and that type of stuff. But magazines just not my forte. I'd rather collect the games and, you know, that type of stuff. Anyways, but in that box of Nintendo stuff, there was a ton of Nintendo Power stuff. So I'll give you guys an example. That obviously that Nintendo Power magazine. But if you guys come over here, like we have a poster here, then this is all that nostalgia stuff I was telling you guys about. A lot of manuals, a lot of like random stuff. Then you got tons of like Nintendo Power magazines. I mean, literally every single one of these. There you go. I think that one's worth like 25 because it doesn't have the poster. Nintendo Power, that one's worth 30, the one with the Joker on it. I think that one's worth 40, I think. But yeah, all of these posters have, or posters, all those Nintendo Power magazines and club news magazines all have some very good value. And so that's why I'm saying we're going to actually do very exceptional on this unit. But this Nintendo Power magazine, without further ado, without delaying it any further, this Nintendo Power magazine sold for $250 plus shipping. So we'll make sure to overpack that just because they spent so much money. They asked me if I could upgrade it to priority mail, and I said yes, no problem, I can do that. And yeah, it's pretty incredible to see this sell in a very short amount of time. If it was the first issue, which right here it would say something like first issue or first release or something, I can't remember what it says there. You're looking at like $500, $600, $700, you know, for a magazine, but this is not. But $250 for a Nintendo Power magazine, we will take that all day, and we still have a ton of it to sell. All right, we got one of these Monster Jam trucks. This one's called Prime Evil, also from the 10x30 storage unit, and this one right here sold for $15 plus shipping. This right here is a RoboCop slash Faxinadu. I don't know how to say that, but that's Nadu right there, the second part of it. But this is a poster from a Nintendo Power magazine. Not sure which one, but he has some like extra stuff. Like for instance, like here's another poster. So it's like some extra stuff laying around in that tote. And then again, there's still value in this type of stuff. So. But this is a double-sided poster, RoboCop Faxinadu from 1989. This poster right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, so this Avon, what is this? Plush Puppy. There you go. I think we had like 3 of these. But yeah, this Avon Plush Puppy is from that 10x30 unit where we found all the ornaments. This one right here sold for $5 plus shipping. Hallmark ornament, also from the 10x30 unit. This is a Lionel number 17 or 717 caboose. Sold for $5 plus shipping. From the 10x30 unit, you guys remember all those anime VHS tapes that we found? The Ranma, the Gundam stuff, that type of stuff. This is my last VHS tape from that unit. This is Random Rhapsody for the Love of a Cane. Pretty cool piece. Sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, guys, so now we're in the garage, and I'm gonna go here to E1. And these 2 items were in my death pile, and this should be at the very bottom. Here we go. So these 2 phones, these Panasonic phones, sold to 2 separate buyers. I had these in my death pile for like the longest time, and we ended up listing, I think, 4 phones, and we've already sold 2, or 1, and then these 2 we sold, and then the other one is still in that box. So these Panasonic phones, KX-TGA641T, both of these sold for $10 a piece plus shipping to 2 separate buyers. All right, so from the 10x30 unit as well, and again, you know, going back to the whole thing that I was telling you guys about as far as like those $5, $10 sales, I'm telling you guys, they add up over time, man, especially if you guys are doing storage units. Don't be afraid to sell those $5, $10 items to make your eBay store sustainable. Have those crazy, you know, $100+ listings, you know, do all that, but make your eBay store sustainable. That way you can do this full time. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I've said it once, I'll say it a million times, and I'm going to continue to say it. I'm not going out there to look for those $5 to $10 items, but if you guys are doing storage units, why not put it out there for $5, $10? Again, not making a lot of money, but you replicate that by, let's say you're doing like a ton of storage units, but you replicate that by, let's say 1,000 times throughout the year. That's an extra $5,000 to $10,000 that you didn't have, and that could be a potential, you know, extra little income to come in to where you guys can get an extra storage unit or make one of those 1 or 2 extra buys that you wouldn't normally do throughout the year. I'm just saying, just, you know, have a better state of mind when it comes to reselling, because I hear things behind like behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I got people out there who relay certain messages back to me, but some people don't like to see people succeed, man, and it's kind of sad. But don't be afraid to sell those $5, $10 items. But this In Time of Emergency, Citizen's Handbook on Nuclear Attack and Natural Disasters, March 1968. This is from the 10x30 storage unit, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. Also, from the 10 by 30 storage unit, we're actually looking for one of these Lilliput Lane little villages things, and this is not it. We're looking for one of them. It looks like it should be this one right here. Now this one is not a, yeah, here it is. This one's not one of the higher end ones. I think we sold one for like 75 bucks before, but this one is a little bit on the lower end, or actually is on the lower end. This one's called Fresh Bread, and it's a bakery, and from the 10 by 30 storage unit, and it sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, you guys, right here in D6, there you go, D6, we have this Linksys router, and if I'm being completely honest with you, I do not remember where we got this from. I'm not gonna even lie, I have no idea where we got this from. Don't know how much we spent. Maybe a yard sale, maybe the bin store. Bin store sounds right. Maybe we paid $7 for it, but it did end up selling for $50 free shipping. All right, if you guys remember that estate sale where we found all the Spooky Town Lamac stuff. Now, I will say, we still have a lot of this stuff to sell, plus we have some stuff upstairs and all that good stuff. But if you guys remember all those Lamax accessories, well, look at that. We sold, I think this is the first maple tree we sold. I could be wrong, it might be the second one, but I think it's the first one. Lamax Village Collection maple tree. Paid basically $1 a piece for these, and we're on our way to being in the green, or we are already in the green. I can't remember. This tree right here sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, guys, so it is Sunday, and it is 5:40 in the afternoon, and we have quite a bit of packages to pull, pack, and ship out for tomorrow morning. I will say the weekend were phenomenal sales. We had some big sales, some little sales, some heavy sales, but overall we did exceptionally well. As you guys know, I've been doing really well with the accountability board, and honestly it has been motivating me to list more and more. This is kind of what I've been doing. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but look at the monetary value. 19 items for $867, 3 items for $45, 12 for $298, and 12 for $432. And we haven't listed anything today because it is Sunday. I've been doing, you know, the trash together out of the house, get ready for the trash for tomorrow and all that good stuff. And yeah, you know, we're doing stuff on Sunday that we have to take care of because we're adults, right? We got to take care of other issues. So but anyways, it is 5:40 in the afternoon, and we have some packages to pull and pack and all that good stuff and to show you guys. So on my eBay account, we have 29 items going out for $1,176.97. We actually sold 2 items to a viewer of ours. I'll get to that here in a sec, for $70. And then we have 1 item going out for $60 over on Poshmark, which puts us at a total of 32 items for $1306.97. With that being said, let's go and see what we got behind me. Okay, first and foremost, shout out to a viewer. They ended up buying 2 ocean plaid UGG sheets. I don't know if you guys remember that video where we found all the UGG sheets. And I believe the name is Sherry. It could be Cherry, but I think it's Sherry. That's what logically makes sense in my head. But they messaged me over on Instagram, and they asked me, did I still have the ocean plaids? And I said, yes, of course. So Sherry ended up buying 2 of them for $70. I've been selling them for about anywhere between 60 to 75 bucks a piece, because I have them on 75 bucks, but the lowest offer I've been taking on them online is 60. But I cut her a deal for $35 a piece, and Sherry thought that was a good deal. So and I cover shipping and all that, so I'm not making a lot of money on it, but the fact that you guys are a viewer, and or you know, Sherry is a viewer, I definitely want to make really good deals, and that's honestly all I want to do. I'm not money hungry by no means. I'm motivated to make money, but at the end of the day, if a viewer reaches out to me about something, I'll try my best to give you guys the best possible deal possible. So Sherry, thank you so much for your 2 purchases for $70. All right, and then this is the rest of the stuff. Got all types of goodies over the weekend. I mean, literally a little bit of everything, you know. Got a few ornaments that are selling, a couple things that's been sitting for over a year, a couple things sold pretty quick. So yeah, we got all types of goodies. Let's go and start off here with this. So these right here are Bose Cube System Cube speakers. Now those I've had for a little while now. They sold a while back. The buyer ended up not paying for it, so I canceled the order, but it never relisted. I listed these about a week and a half ago, and they ended up selling. So if you guys ever see these things, they do pretty well. The Cube speaker sold for $50 plus shipping. From the storage unit in Warner Robins, this Nintendo NES Max controller sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, another ornament from the 10 by 30 unit, $19.99. The Toy Maker's Gift sold for $5 plus shipping. This Nintendo Power magazine, I'm not even sure where we got this from. I think it was from a deal a long time ago with my boy Trip. I got a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of these Nintendo Power magazines before the Warner Robins unit, they were all sitting over here on my floor in a death pile, just sitting there for easily a year. I finally got around to list them a while back. It took a little while to sell, but this Nintendo Power Magazine Volume 150 from 2001. Technically it is vintage, and it sold for $35 plus shipping. Enchanted Clock Ornament. This is also from the 10 by 30 storage unit. Sold for $10 plus shipping. This right here, I'm not even really sure. I think this is part of my death pile, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think so. This is a Sony AC-X3 CP little power supply, so a little adapter. Sold for $16 plus shipping. So we're not making a lot of money, but it was in my death pile at some point, so we're probably already in the green, and this is probably just pure profit. All right, so these Lego manuals, I got these at a whole bunch of Lego manuals at a yard sale. Matter of fact, this is actually the first, sorry for my phone, this is actually the first time I ever met my boy Trip. Sold me a bunch of Lego manuals, a whole bunch of like Hot Wheels and Matchbox stuff for very, very cheap, very, very cheap. So already well in the green. The set of like 6 Lego manuals in there sold for $13 free shipping. All right, we have this Panasonic transistor radio, R-1000. There you go. This is also from the 10 by 30 unit. We listed this 2 or 3 days ago, part of my accountability board over there. And it sold very, very quick. This item right here sold for $36 plus shipping. We have a Franklin Mint butterfly. This one's called Zebra Longwing. This is from an online auction. Got a whole bunch of these butterflies for like $80 or something, and we pieced them out, and they have been doing very well. Matter of fact, I think we had 12 or 15, one or the other at one point, and we have one more left to sell. But this butterfly right here sold for $15 plus shipping. Racing car right here, Darrell Waltrip. I don't even know where we got this from. It might be from the diecast car storage unit, but either way, it did sell for $5 plus shipping. All right, so from the Warner Robins unit, you guys never heard of these data banks? That's what they call it. So this one is a Casio Data Bank 150. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is from the Warner Robins unit. It does not work. It does need a battery, but this watch right here, even with it needing a battery, sold for $75 plus shipping. All right, so then right here, this is a breaker bar from the 10 by 30 unit. It is a vintage Craftsman. Model on this is 44201. This is a very, very clean, it's a bad boy right here. Heavy too. This breaker bar sold for $23 plus shipping. All right, we got a big old item here. This one's heavy. I'm gonna have to craft a box out of this, or I might actually have a long one in the garage. Actually, matter of fact, I think I do. Either way, this is a Ford Explorer. There's 3 chairs. There's 3 chairs in here that fit in one bag. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that picture. We took it outside, and the sunlight really brought it out. Been listed for let's see, it's March now, so it's probably been listed for at least 6 months. We won this in an in-person auction for $20. Not worth it by any means, just because it's not worth that much. I shouldn't even have bid that much. It was one of those things where I thought I was going to sell a little quicker, just because the sell-through rate was actually pretty decent, but either way, we're still making money. Just took a little while to sell. Would I pick them up again? For less than 20 bucks probably. For 20 bucks, I don't know, we might let them go. I don't know. At the end of the day, if the deal makes sense, it makes sense, but it did take a little while to sell. But anyways, these 3 chairs with the cover sold for $60 plus shipping. From the 10 by 30 unit, I've never even seen one of these before. So this is called a Hot Wheels XV Extreme electric motor inboard. I don't really know. It is from the 10 by 30 unit. This right here sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, we have some extra Super Nintendo NES stuff, little cords laying around. This right here is the RF cable for the Nintendo 64. Sold for $10 plus shipping. All right, we got a rare little Cornhuskers pin here. Rare Nebraska Cornhuskers BR930. Trying to get where it's not blurry, but it's a lapel pin. Pretty cool piece. Got this in an online auction with a whole bunch of pins, you guys. I'm talking about a ton. If you guys ever like have online auctions or in-person auctions or anything like that have like these lapel pins, and they don't go for crazy amounts of money, they're easy to store, easy to list, and easy to ship. You can find these for cheap, but just this one little lapel pin ended up selling for $10 plus shipping. And I mean, you times that by, let's just say you sell 500 of them in a year. I mean, that's $5 grand. I'm just saying, be on the lookout for lapel pins. All right, so at the Tybee Island citywide yard sale, you guys remember me finding 2 of these cameras. I got them for $2 a piece. Now, the other one did not work, but this one did. We cleaned it up, made it look pretty. I'm pretty sure the other one didn't work. Yeah, the other one did not work. So the camera itself didn't work, but we separated that from the lens, so we listed the lens instead. But this one, got it for $2 at the Tybee Island citywide yard sale, sold for $165 plus shipping. Also from the Tybee Island citywide yard sale, this is a pair of Red Wing boots, and these are the style 1669. It is a women's 7.5B. Got those for $20 at the same yard sale where we found the Game Gear and the Nomad, and the Nomad already sold for $238, and we're still waiting on the Game Gear to sell. But yeah, from that sale, $20, and this right here sold for $60 plus shipping. Also from the Tybee Island City yard sale, this Nike Flight sport headphones. I didn't know anything about them. There's actually none sold. None sold. There's like 11 listed or something, so I was like, put another $50 at the lowest. Somebody sent me an offer for $30. I rebutted at $35, and sure enough, these right here sold for $35 plus shipping. All right, I got an ornament merry-go-round unicorn. This is from the 10x30 unit, sold for $7 plus shipping. Monster Jam truck from the 10x30 unit as well. This was called Jam Pouncer number 6 from the year 2005, sold for $30 plus shipping. All right, so interesting fact about this. So this is called a Maverick cursor stick by Gemini Industries. Yeah, 1997. So this is from the units in Warner Robins. Now, I looked on eBay, none sold, none listed. I even tried typing it in. I tried scanning the barcode, nothing. I looked over on WorthPoint, absolutely nothing. But and this is where it gets tricky, and this is where experience comes into play when you guys are being a reseller. We know vintage PC stuff does very well. Vintage computer stuff, you know, keyboards, accessories, mouses, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some stuff out there that goes for some good money. But this was just so unique. There's no way I would have put that in a yard sale or anything like that, because it basically goes onto your keyboard and you can use it like a cursor, like a control stick, like a control stick, like on a console, right? And we had 2 of those, and they are from the Warner Robins unit. And I was like, you know what, let's put it up there for at least $20, put best offer on it, just to see what would happen. And we have 2, and one of them sold within a day, 24 hours. And it did sell for $20 plus shipping. So again, this is, again, that's where experience comes from, because as long as you guys have the knowledge of, you know, I think this will sell, I think this will sell. Obviously, you're not sure if it's going to sell, because I didn't think it was going to sell. I really didn't. I was just using my experience and education on what I've learned in the past stuff that I've sold. I was like, somebody's got to pay for that. Somebody's going to think that's wild and cool, especially vintage 1997 old school electronics. It hits all those marks, you know what I mean? So, but you know, $20 plus shipping, we still have one more to sell. All right, guys, check this out. So before we go down to the garage and pull the rest of the order, so one thing that I'm going to start doing, and one thing that I personally do, I don't necessarily show you guys, but I think I'm going to start doing it. But anytime I win a storage unit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep up with all the numbers between listings, sold, how much we spent on the unit after all said and done, and I want to keep up with it up until we're in the green, because I want you guys to see the full in-depth of how long it does take to get your money back, and also too, I like full transparency when it comes to stuff, because at the end of the day, I never want to do you guys wrong, and I want to show you guys everything that I sell and list and all that good stuff. So let me just break down these numbers real quick, and we'll go down to the garage. So we had $650 invested, so it's a $500 clean out that our viewer and friend Chris, she helped me out with finding somebody, one of her friends, that will clean it out for $500. And then the unit itself cost me $120, so after fees and buyer's premium, it's probably around $650. As of right now, between currently listed, we listed $1,846 worth of items, and we still have a little bit to list. Like, we probably have another 7 totes down to the garage, and then we have a few things behind us. So I would imagine we have around $3 to $4 grand worth of stuff to list. But out of that $650 that we spent, as of after that cursor stick that sold for $20, we have sold $479 worth of stuff. So we are less than $200 away from making all of our money back. And we cleaned out this unit on February something. All right, so I just looked it up. So we actually won the unit on February 23rd. So if you guys do the math, that is less than 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, we made almost all of our money back. And it was less stress and less of a headache to clean all that out, run a U-Haul and all that good stuff. So it did make life a little easier. But like I said, we listed more than what we sold. I mean, more than what we spent, and then of course we are less than $200 away from getting back in the green. So I mean, to me, that is a pretty good win in my book. Again, it's not a grand slam, but it's a nice little home run, and some of the things that we found are pretty cool and very hard to find. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go down to the garage and pull the rest of the orders. All right, guys, made it to the garage. Oh, and I see the first item right here, an E6. This is a microwave egg poacher. This is from the 10x30 unit, and again, Enzar is the brand. And again, like I was telling you guys, whenever I do storage units, I will nickel and dime everything, because I want to see exactly where I'm at. Because like once you're in the green, you're in the green. So the rest of the stuff is pure profit. So this is pure profit, again, from the 10x30 storage unit. And this one right here is the egg poacher, and it sold for $8 plus shipping. All right, guys, right here in D5, we have this Garmin. I believe we paid like $5 for it at the Tybee Island yard sale, maybe? No, maybe not. This actually might be an older one. We might have paid a couple bucks for this at a yard sale. But this one right here is a Garmin Newbie 260W, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, coming over here to G3, we are looking for this bad boy right here. It's a Moto Power EOBD car diagnostic tool. This is from Black Friday deals. We got it for $7, and it sold for $22 plus shipping. All right, right down here in G2, we actually sold 2 of these Makita batteries. The model on this is 1201, and somebody bought 2 of these. I don't remember where these are from. They could be from the personal private pick with Mr. Tim. These 2 Makita batteries sold in total for $40 plus shipping. All right, so right here in E2, you guys, we have this. Remember, I talked about this brand before. The brand of this is called Lufkin, Lufkin, made in USA. Basically, it's just a measuring tool, tape measure is what I should say. It is vintage, number C253. Now, they don't go for like crazy amounts of money, but if you guys are doing storage units or whatever and y'all just happen to come across it, they do pretty well on eBay. So this 50-foot tape measure sold for $10 plus shipping. Going back to E2, and we actually got this from the Flippin' Chicks in my local area. I do business from them from time to time, at least as of recently. They've been watching the YouTube channel for a while, and we recently got together a couple months ago. I bought like $560 worth of stuff from them, and they've been taking care of some other stuff for me as well. Like I've been giving them stuff to take to their own personal sales, and then we basically split everything 50-50. So they helped me out with clearing out some inventory. So shout out to the Flippin' Chicks and for some great deals. So these shin socks for Nike. Small, and these right here sold for $15 plus shipping. All right, and then one of the coolest sales that I think that we actually have is this thing right here. So this is a, oh goodness, there we go. This is from the 10x30 unit, but this is a vintage handy holder, if you guys can read that right there. Vintage handy holder. It is made by Evlo Plastics, and I guess it's for a milk, like a milk container, and you just use that to pour the milk. I don't know, pretty cool. I never had anything like this. I've never sold anything like this. I've never even seen anything like this until I won that 10x30 unit. So this handy holder right here sold for $15 plus shipping. Okay, and then the last sale going out over on Poshmark is going to be this set of UGG sheets that we got for $10. And like I told you guys, I hooked Miss Sherry up with 2 for $35 a piece, and I sold one a while back for $60, and this one right here sold over on Poshmark for $60 plus shipping. And I think out of all of those UGG sheets, we only have, I think 1, 2, 3, yeah, we only have 4 left, and we started off with 10. So not a bad little flip for us, you know, kind of going out on a whim of buying them at the time. But yeah, that's going to be everything going out for this entire week, everything for this entire weekend. And that's over $1,300 worth of sales. I will say that nothing has really changed in the garage. Just a ton of boxes that I'm just trying to break down, and trying to get some stuff listed here. I'm trying to get things rearranged. But yeah, no, we're working hard. We got some projects in the works and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to figure out what we're going to get into next. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Much love. Thank you guys for all the love and support, man. You guys mean the world to me. And we're going to the top. I promise you guys. At least I'm hoping. Crossing my fingers, right? Knocking on wood. That one day we are going to be up there with some of the best resellers ever. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, there's always room for growth, always room for knowledge, and there's always room to improve. And that's one thing I firmly believe in. You don't know everything. You can know a little bit about everything, but you don't know everything. So, but yeah, I'm going to keep growing, keep grinding, and just stay on that hustle train. So as always, guys, it's your boy, Georgia Picker. Much love. Peace.
wake up.